So we are on the third section of the exponents unit. And I thought that picture was funny because apparently didn't work out like they planned it. Reminds me of all middle school relationships. So we are going to be dealing with multiplying and dividing exponents. Now, when we're multiplying or dividing, we have to remember order of operations, which was PEMDAS. Which meant parentheses, exponents, multiplying and dividing, addition, subtraction. And for a piece of candy tomorrow, if you bring this to me and tell me that exponents step down PEMDAS, step down, you can get a piece of candy. And what step down means is that if we're dealing with multiplying or dividing, it's going to step down and we need to add or subtract. If you're dealing with exponents that have exponents in them, it would step down into multiplication and division. Exponents always step down. So, since we have two exponents multiplied together and they have the same base, that's important, we are going to step down from multiplication into addition, which means we're going to make this 2 to the 5th. And the reason why this happens is pretty simple. If we have 2 squared, that's equal to 2 times 2. And if we have 2 cubed, that's equal to 2 times 2 times 2 for a total of 5 2's, or 2 to the 5th power. Now, if we have this here with a negative exponent in front, we're still doing multiplication. We're still stepping down into addition. Negative 3 plus 5 is equal to 2. And the reason why that happens is because 4 to the negative third is equal to 1 over 4 times 4 times 4. Well, 4 to the 5th is equal to 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 over 1. Therefore, we can cross out 3 there, we can cross out 3 there, and we're left with 2 in the top. But the biggest key here is exponents step down PEMDAS. So if we have x to the third and x to the second, we have the same base, which is x. This turns into x to the 5th. If we have 3 squared times 3 squared, that would turn into 3 to the 4th, because 2 plus 2 is 4. If we have 2 to the 8th times 2 to the negative 10th, that becomes 2 to the negative 2nd, because 8 plus a negative 10 is negative 2. And that turns into the fraction 1 over 2 squared. And finally, 5 to the 1st times 5. Well, this is one of the trickier sections, but 5 by itself is the same thing as 5 to the 1st. That's important to remember. And 1 plus 1 is 2. I want you to try these on your own and see how they go. 4 cubed times 4 to the 1st would be 4 to the 4th. 3 squared times 3 squared would be 3 to the 4th. 2 to the 5th times 2 to the 6th would be 2 to the negative 1st, or 1 over 2 to the 1st, which is just 2. And x to the 8th times x to the 8th would be x to the 16th. If you have questions, please let me know. Now, division with exponents, same idea. We are going to step down in the order of operations from division now to subtraction. So, since they have the same base, and by the way, when I mean same base is if you had 2 to the 4th over 3 to the 3rd, those do not have the same base, so we couldn't do anything with them. We would just leave it like that. But since these have the same base, 2 to the 4th minus 2 to the 3rd would be 2 to the 1st, because 4 minus 3 is 1. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. If we have a negative exponent on the bottom, we end up having 2 to the 5th minus negative 2. Minus a negative is the same as addition, so this ends up being 2 to the 7th. For these, same idea as what we've been working on. X to the 5th over x to the 3rd becomes x squared. 4 to the 3rd minus 4 to the 1st becomes 4 squared. 3 to the 4th over 3 to the 2nd is 3 squared. And x to the second, or 8 to the second over 8 to the fourth becomes 8 to the negative 2, which is 1 over 8 squared. Try these on your own and see how they go. 5 to the first over 5 to the third is 5 to the negative second, or 1 over 5 squared. 3 squared over 3 squared turns out to be 3 to the 0, which is 1. X squared over x to the negative fourth becomes x to the sixth because we're subtracting a negative 4, which is the same as adding. And 9 to the fourth over 9 squared becomes 9 squared. All right, there's a couple IXL sections for these, so make sure if you have questions, you let me know right away and we will work through them.